opens the door.
Is he a bovine?
Yes, he is a cow.
Claudia, that's even.
Okay, I'm waiting.
He opens up the door, checks it out, and takes a look down at the ground at what appears to be a white line made out of salt. To your vision, Dante. To everyone else, you merely hear the creaking of wood before it creaks back again and closes.
Generic door opening noise.
You hear him sigh, and continue to walk back.
Huh. I thought he would have come back here, considering it's just a curtain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that's the world's worst entry. It's like, oh, I have a curtain that opens up to a large cavernous complex. Nothing could ever come in through there. Please tell me this is a pile of rocks.
Over
Cans.
there?
Oh,
Yeah,
cans.
that is a pile of cans. A lot of them are empty.
Yeah, I just zoomed in on it. It's like, okay, if that's the pile of cans, phew, thought it might be another pile of freaking skulls.
Right, Dante, I think you've actually approached enough. No, you haven't.
Well, here I'm invisible.
Yep. You can basically go wherever you want, as always, of course.
Where the hell? I'm just wondering where the hell are we? Because are we still in the park or not? I don't have any dead reckoning skills or any navigation stuff.
Zuck's gonna sneakily make his way up to the corner here. I guess I'll roll stealth again.
Yeah.
What's this desk?
That looks like a writing desk. Someone has brought it down here, and it is covered in loose but mostly empty papers. However, there appears to be a neat stack of them on one side where someone has begun writing. The ink
come
looks
on.
reasonably fresh.
We're a noisy group.
We are, unfortunately. D12's not doing me any favors this session.
So what do you do?
Crud. I was gonna get James to take a picture of all this.
I'm not sure if I want to move in again.
Also, flashbulbs are pretty loud, aren't they?
I was joking. He doesn't actually need flashbulbs.
You can never joke. I'll take everything.
He has infrared film. He doesn't need it. But actually, we're underground, so he wouldn't need a light source.
I would like to do one more thing, since I can see this line of salt here. I want to peer right here. Gonna make an ESP roll. I need 3 successes for this to work.
Since you're here, I'll go ahead and reveal this whole region-ish.
I want to use a retrocognition 5.
Oh, okay.
I can. While standing in a location, you can get a brief vision into the past of the most significant thing to happen here in the last 10 years or so. The image will be brief, but it's good for a D8 bonus if you act upon it, and I'm using the 5 one, which is this but more. It could be a century or more into the past. You have some control over what you perceive. The host may let you ask up to 3 questions about the vision. The host will do their best to answer them as if you were seeing the scene firsthand.
Okay, so are you asking this about like the line specifically, or?
Well, it's where I'm standing. The area I'm in, basically, the most significant thing to happen here in the last century.
Okay. So you see in your mind.
As though I were seeing it firsthand.
I'm having to go over like a couple things to try to decide what thing would be most interesting here, and I think okay, I got it.
The most significant.
Yeah, that's also a problem too.
Right. Just the fact that they threw a salt line here. This has to be pretty significant for some reason.
You see a familiar face. You see a tigress with a mask in her hand, trying to hold it up against her face, yelling and crying and beating her arms in the air, while another tiger, a male, is guiding her into this room, patting her on the back. It's all right. It's going to be okay. And you see them walk past into the next room.
Okay. I have 3 questions I can ask. Again, as if I was here seeing it first person.
Hmm.
If I look back, is there anybody else around?
At that moment, yes, there are a handful of other people. They are also wearing robes.
Do any of them look familiar? Other than, obviously, the woman in the rabbit mask.
You have not seen any of the others before. However, you can go ahead and take a D8 bonus to recognize these cultists in the future.
Alright, and third and final question, are any of them wearing any of the cultist markings that we've seen on anybody so far during the campaign?
You see very clearly in your vision, as the tiger who is consoling the huntress is raising up his arms, his robes will part in the front, and you'll see a suit underneath, and there will be a small pin on his chest with 3 Greek letters on it. Zeta, Alpha, Phi.
Oh God.
Knew they were up to something.
Okay, but none of the, not like the Gamagin followers, none of their symbols or anything.
I don't think we
Uh,
know what the Gamagin followers.
We've
have.
seen their. Remember, we got into an alleyway fight with them, and they had symbols on their cult thing.
That's Sikovik's followers.
Secret? Okay, I don't remember which cult. We have 2 different cults now. Now
Yeah,
3 different.
We don't.
Yeah, by
We don't
description,
know.
the Sikovik's cults didn't have anything like emblazoned on them or anything.
Well, you
They were
remember
just being
one of them
creepers.
had the. One of them had that logo that's on the Rush 2112 album cover. We had a whole conversation about that before.
Right. The image has it because I stole the image and I'm using that as proxy.
Oh, okay. I'm remembering things because of the images you use, apparently.
I know. I was afraid that was gonna happen.
Yeah, and the Rush 2112 image is just a pentagram. That's the world's most generic.
No, actually, it's not a pentagram. It's something else. I can't remember, but we had a whole conversation about it.
I think you're confusing it with the Blue Oyster Cult symbol.
That's what it is. It's a Blue Oyster Cult. For some reason, I had Rush on the head.
Yeah, and the illustration, confession to everyone watching the stream. Yes, the picture of the cultist in the Urban Jungle Cult horror book has the Blue Oyster Cult logo on his forehead. You happy?
Hey,
They're
man.
all very, very happy.
Don't fear the Reaper. Anyways, I guess before relinquishing, just wander back over here and whisper back to Claudia. They have the symbol Alpha Delta Phi or whatever.
The Zetas. Yeah,
Zeta Delta Phi.
they have the Zeta
Alpha.
symbol. Yeah.
We're not Zeta Delta Phi. They're a different organization. They contribute to puppies on the weekend.
Well, if I can't get James to take a picture of this, I'm just going to steal the papers.
Okay, you go ahead and take a couple papers. And while you're here at the corner,
Also, they forced the rabbit tiger
You-
woman down in this hallway.
you see beyond a shadow of a doubt, someone's robes just past this little corner, and someone's foot just barely past the edge.
Coming this way?
No, it looks like he's trying to hide behind the corner and wait. And he has not succeeded very well, is at least not against your own abilities to use your eyes.
Oh, yeah, screw this. I'm going to walk down the hall.
Okay.
I am going to attempt to use deceit to make it look like, I don't think anyone's going to ambush me.
Brilliant. I will let you do that.
All right.
I'll go ahead.
Is
reveal
that
this.
Will or is that mine?
It's going to go ahead and be I'll say Will. Will makes sense here.
I think it should be Will. All right.
I'm too biased for the mind.
All right. I'm done rolling. I don't have any deceit dice.
They're going to jump out and get you because they hear you coming down the hallway.
Oh, no.
So this would be a moment of initiative for people, I believe.
Yeah. Which is mind and observation. I have
All
focus.
right. Dante can have a weapon out. Zechariah, you can have a focus, of course, and a weapon if you have one.
But the guy
and
ambushing
yeah.
me, the guy who's ambushing me goes first.
Yep, but you do have focus and you do have a weapon out.
Well, no, I don't, because I need bare hands for this.
Okay,
I choose
so
to have
then
nothing out.
you choose not to then.
Okay.
He's going to run up to you.
I'm
as
going to
his-
tap my focus.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm going to let's see, how good I am with this. Screw it, I'm going to grab him.
Ooh, all right. Well, he has a knife in his hand. So he's definitely going to attempt to counter you with it.
Yeah, bring it.
He
All right,
gets
so
a time to roll.
tapping my personality of determined.
Oh, also,
Ooh.
go ahead and roll a d8 as well.
I am not.
You will... No, I'm giving you a d8 for this entire fight.
Oh, right, because
it has been foreseen.
It has been foreseen. Okay. Well, I needed that.
I'll let you take back the personality since you should have rolled the d8 first.
Yeah, remember, I
All
even
right.
asked you if this was the bovine.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know this was the bovine. I know this was a bad hiding guy. It could have been someone else. All right. I will have one success with the grab. This grabs him, but does not prevent his attack.
Ooh, okay. So he still comes in swinging. So he just does base damage because he has no successes on you, I suppose?
No. I win the. I attack. I interrupted the focus to attack him. I attacked and he failed defense, so I grab it. That's it. I just have a grab on him. Now you attack me. I can now counterattack you with any of the moves that use counter L.
Oh, there we go. Perfect. Yes. So while you grab him, he is immediately startled and just lashes out with the knife at you.
Right. I'm going to steal your knife. I'm going to gress it away.
Do it.
And do I still get the bonus D8 because of the
Yes, you do.
prediction?
Entire fight.
Okay. This does a whopping 1 point of damage to you, and your knife is now mine.
Oh boy. Well, let's see if he soaks the one. Wow. Okay. Good job, guy. What soaks do you have? Yeah, he'll go ahead and tap monstrous soak first here.
Oh wow,
He
not so scary anymore, are you?
Yeah, he was trying his best to be fearsome and intimidating, but you've already grabbed him and disarmed him, and he gives a squeak. This big cow gives a squeak.
This is when I get his arm underneath my armpit, spin around, and now the knife is mine. Now is it the end of bad guys?
Well, he moved and he tried to attack. Now the other friend gets to come rushing in as well.
Okay.
Right. So he's gonna come in and
Wow, you're all waiting for me.
Yeah. And he is going to stab you with this knife. How do you respond?
I am better off. I am way better off punching you. That is a tie. So you stab me and I punch you.
All right. He has a Bowie knife in his hands. That's going to be 2 damage plus any success.
All right. Well, I only punch you for 2.
Okay. So he's going to go ahead and soak for 2, and you can handle 2 damage.
Let's see. I'm wearing the handy outfit, so that's not going to help.
He soaks 1. He also is going to go ahead and tap monstrous first because, well, he ain't so scary, honestly.
Wow, I will soak none of that. It is not a good day to be me. I'm going to tap the panic soak.
All right.
How much did you do? 3 points?
He has 2 damage, and I don't think he adds anything else, does he?
Does the weapon say damage plus 2?
Yeah, just plus 2.
No, he gets 1 success. He does 3 points of damage.
Okay. So it is a 3-point.
Then I'll tap the injury soak.
Yeah, there you go. All right. So while you wrestle with one of these, the other one comes around the corner with a knife, taking you in the side that you are unprotected on. Rise of the Heroes. Woman in Black. You have one person in your arms and the other one stabbing you.
Ah, screw these assholes. Well, the guy I've got grappled is disarmed, so the only thing he can do is evade. I'm going to throw him into this jerk.
Do it.
First I have to try and throw it. Okay, so you can counterattack this by dodging. You don't have a weapon, so can't.
Yep, he does not even have brawling. He's at your mercy here.
All right, well, I only rolled a 5.
When I roll this guy's dodge, he has one success at 5. It's a tie.
That is a tie. There are no tiebreakers here because you have no cover, so I throw you.
All right.
I throw you into the other guy. The other guy may dodge you. He needs to beat a 5. He could also counterattack you. I don't know why you would do that.
You know what? He's gonna choose to not stab his friend, I think. That'd be the... Where'd that die go? It's not there. Oh, right, I hit evasion because he doesn't have any. He needs to hit dodge, where he actually has a die he can fail at. So yeah, he gets hit by his friend.
Okay, that's a whopping 1 point of damage and knocks both of you jerks backwards.
Alright, so the one you threw is going to have to soak, and he's going to go ahead and tap his Frenzy Soak. He is now writhing on the ground, yelling and screaming, "Yow! No, she took my knife!"
This I only threw you. I didn't actually knock you down. This is like when I grab you, spin you around, throw you against the other guy.
Yeah, it's dramatic on the ground. He is scuffling up now.
Yeah, this was a bum's rush. So it was like, Rah! That's where you grab someone with 2 hands and throw them. My other action is going to be guard and clutch my stab wound.
Good idea. Dante, you are the next closest. What would you wish to do?
I would like to try and end this fight bloodlessly, so I'm going to make a roll, and I'm hoping for 5 successes.
Okay.
Not my greatest work. Hold on, do I have anything? What's my favorite uses?
If you tap ostentatious casting, you'll reveal yourself.
I don't have that. Mesmerism is my favorite use of deceit, so I'm going to reroll a d8. Damn it, I'm going to use my personality of Mercurial.
Okay.
Awesome. Mesmeric shield.
2. Good enough.
I was hoping that I could
you fall back on protecting yourself.
I was hoping that I could mass suggest them and say, "Well, we're agents of the university." You know, make them turn to our side instantly.
Mm-hmm.
Did not work.
Unfortunate. That is only one action. Is there something else you like to do?
No, I'm invisible. I'm good.
All right. Zechariah, you are the next closest, and you have focus.
Well, first of all, I'm going to try and get a little bit closer here. So what do I need to roll for that?
You can just go ahead and choose to move. I think last time we were saying...
You can move 3 meters, no questions asked.
I'm not sure if the thing here is to scale or not, because
it is 100% to scale.
Because 3 meters is like...
If you need to move farther than 3 meters, you have to make a body speed and athletics roll.
All right, well... try this.
And if you wanted to move 10 meters, what would you be doing?
He only needs 1 success to move 10 meters, so whee!
Yeah, there you go.
So how much does 2 success get me?
Even more than that. How far? Where do you want to be?
20. Sure.
Like, close enough that I can possibly use psychokinesis to knock these guys out.
You could do that from all the way back there.
Yeah.
So that's perfect.
So
yeah.
I will go ahead and make a PK roll, and I'm going to declare that I'm going to be going for an abjure effect.
Ooh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a bonus 2d8, but you have to pick an abjure effect when picking an effect.
All right. So far, looking at 2 successes, is your power die and all that?
No. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. I'm going to go for a mass poltergeist and just hurl a bunch of objects at both of these guys.
All right. Well, it turns out there is a crate of loose objects right behind you.
Yeah.
So let's see. So how much damage is that going to be, and what do they need to roll?
It's they can either dodge or counter, and it's gonna be 3 damage if they can't beat. Let's see, what was my highest?
I think the highest you rolled was a 5.
An
Yeah.
8.
My highest roll,
No.
yeah.
And that eight's the total of 4 and 4.
No,
The
I rolled an 8
no,
on
there
my
you go.
I rolled an 8 on my mind die.
Mine dice got an 8. All right. Well, you
Yeah.
guys can either stab the desk or
They're going to try to stab it. However, neither of them can beat an 8. You said mass, right? So it's hitting both of them.
Yes, 3 damage.
All right, they're going to have
each
to
of
soak
them.
3 damage. They will.
Yeah.
One of them will flail a knife. The other one will just kind of hold up his arms.
Mm.
And
aha, weren't expecting me to have a desk.
exactly. Came
Mhm.
out of nowhere, really. Let's see. Let's give him some soak. First one will soak 2 of it, and then we'll pop his frenzy soak. So he lives through it, and he's very mad. Basically at everyone, honestly. The other one doesn't soak anything. And then we'll go ahead and tap a panic soak and then go down. Because he did not meet any criteria.
Good job.
And I'll go ahead and move that a little bit further. You do still have your focus. If you don't use it, you're going to lose it.
I'll go ahead and use it and roll for another Abjure Arcana.
You can only do the same thing
Oh.
once in a round.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, then
If you don't know what to do, you can just guard.
Yup.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and guard.
Good idea. So you trade out your focus for a guard, and your turn's over. James, you're the next closest.
I'm going. How far can I?
You can go ahead and move 3 meters if you want, or you could go ahead and roll and see if you could go further. Or you could run, use a to just go even further without having to roll. But you're a deer and you're athletic, so you should be able to make it. So you could roll body speed athletics.
Okay.
Study your fighting tactics. These two are not exactly the best fighters versus Mass Vigilante. All right, you can move up to 10 meters easily. 10 meters would take you to about here.
I'm moving in the direction towards that desk with the books and stuff.
Yep. So you get to, about right to the center of this hallway here. Yep. Okay, and you do have one more action, but you don't see any action yet, so. Guess you could chill and guard. Or you could sprint and go even further, but go reeling. What do you want to do?
Sprint.
All right. Rafferty, remind me, how far does that get you?
Sorry, I'm muting. Roll your body speed and athletics. You have 1 success. That's 10.
Yeah, he just moved 10, and he's doing the stunt that will make him go reeling while he tries to go even further.
Oh, yeah, you just moved 30.
Yeah, okay, go and move 30. And I'll wrap up the turn.
But it makes you dazed when you're done.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. Like, just let me catch my breath.
We've almost got this, but I appreciate the backup.
All right, and just go and finish it up. Edmund.
Probably do the same exact thing. Do the sprint.
Okay, you could go ahead, just move up to 30, no questions asked.
I'm sorry, how do you do that root tool
You
again?
can hold on to your token, right-click it, and then right-click it again. The first right-click will create the arrow. The second one will be finish the movement off to where you ended. So if you wanted to move 30, yeah, you do. You could probably get like past them.
Yes.
Okay. So you are also dazed. And then it comes to Rise of Bad Guys. This guy has seen his friend thrown about the room, a crate thrown at him, and he's going, "Oh, dang it. You have magic too? Shit." And he's going to go ahead and book it.
Hey,
He is just...
come back here. If you attack me, you'll untap your frenzy soak.
This is too much for me. Forget that.
Damn it!
And he actually gets to exactly there. You could still try to stop him if you want to.
I'm gonna totally stop you. Get back here.
Yeah, Rise of good guys. He is dazed now.
Crap. I gotta get to. I'm not gonna get. Hold on.
Shoot him in the head.
Use your gun.
Grab the shotgun.
My gun's not out. I have to get it out.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, what if I rally you to give you focus?
Why don't you rally me?
Because I have leadership.
Yeah, go ahead and try to rally me first. If you can give me focus, that will solve a lot of my problems. He's getting away!
Should I try?
Thanks, voice in my head.
Should I try as well, or?
Well,
Yeah, you rally in some focus. Congratulations, you'll have 3 actions now.
I told you, Claudia,
right.
your foot on his knee.
Well, I'll interrupt to get to there, and then I'll try to get to here.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna punch you in the back of the head.
Okay. So he's reeling. I believe he can still counter. However, you will have the extra D8 for reeling, I believe,
You
right?
can't counter when you're dazed.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
You can only dodge, and I get my tactics dice as bonus dice to hit you.
Did you also include your precognition D8?
No, because he's not the cow.
Oh, is it not?
Oh yeah,
I can't
Did
tell.
I take out the cow? I took out the cow with the.
They're
crate,
both
didn't
cows,
I?
actually.
Holy crap! Well, that's a 6-point punch to the back of your head. I may have just killed him.
You hear bones snapping, and he collapses to the ground without a single word and is immediately still.
Uh-oh.
And as you're moving forward, your momentum carries you forward. Your foot ends up on his back, and for a moment you look a little triumphant. You don't feel it.
I didn't even roll the bonus D8 yet. Oops.
You see what that D8 does, though.
Who knew punching someone in the back of the head when they weren't looking at you could kill them instantly?
So that is combat over. I will go ahead and give a description. The cavern down this way is long but even, straight and flat. As it progresses, the door gives way to stone, which in turn is smooth in frightening patterns emerge on it among the shadows. The trickle of water is heard as you approach, echoing down the hall. It opens up into this large flat stone room that you see, illuminated by lit braziers on a vaulted ceiling.
Brazier.
I will never get this word right, and I'm going to just add that to like my forbidden words here.
Made the exact same mistake.
I know, it cracks me up whenever you D&D guys say that. It's brazier, not brazier.
All right.
Well, I mean, unless it is.
To continue. The area is wide open. There are no columns, but there is a single statue in the center, out the side of the room. A giant lizard with its hand held up with a wheel in its claw, spinning as water flows from above down onto it and fills a pool at its feet. In front of it are a set of stone benches carved from the ground itself, maybe about 1 or 2 feet. They wouldn't really get in the way of your movement, but you could sit down on them. Around the room, there are doors built into the stone itself, and a few of them lie broken and are lightless inside. Another opening, the one that you just went down, Claudia, leads away from the hallway and down another long corridor into the caverns. What you see right here is a small altar where it looks like some radio has been disassembled and spread out into several pieces along a rather nice green cloth. It looks like it may have been taken from a table somewhere.
This is where I always feel bad for James. Because, like, James, take a photo of that. It's a spirit radio, which isn't supposed to be able to work. You guys know about spirit radios, right?
Sort of.
No, never heard of.
Well, it's the 1920s, and radios have just been invented. So people, like, or just, about 20 years ago. But, of course, if you tune a radio into weird parts, you'll get weird kind of either phantom signals from radio stations that aren't strong enough, or what I'm not sure have been revealed yet, cosmic background radiation. There are signals out there that no one knows where they come from. So naturally, you could pay somebody a lot of money, and they will use their spirit radio to contact the dead for you.
Yeah, just think very much about like modern ghost practices where people like wave an electronic sensor around and go, "Yep, that's a ghost."
Yep, that's a ghost. So this is Harry Houdini actually sank money into trying to build one that worked. That's why he became a debunker.
So both of them. So both our backstories involve getting swindled in one way.
Yep. Well, but also this is occult horror, which we wrote with that kind of stuff in mind. I mean, you guys I have academics, and some of you guys are paranormal researchers. The otherworldly entities that grant you supernatural power have to be contacted by some sort of means. And it's usually unique for each entity.
So you think they were... I'm sorry. Do you think that they were working on it here, or that it was an operation here?
I think if there's one person who could tell us what that actually does, I think it would be Mr. Gray.
And all Jane sees is a bunch of kooky people held up in a cat, covered with hoods and way too into decoration.
Well, we don't have any proof yet that these people were involved in the death of Zach's brother, but at least now we have proof that the Zetas have some sort of connection with the weird murder cave.
Do we think that Mr. Wonderful had any connection with the university?
We haven't turned any up.
So you think that he would know how a spirit radio worked?
I said he might. He seems to be a genius about that. I mean, and also, none of us, as I've commonly been lamenting, none of us have cracked.
Yes, but,
I do.
Oh, says the guy in the back.
One of us has cracked. Well, you could tell me what that is then.
As we all turn and look at you.
I just like, oh, okay.
Well, except for me, you
move
can't
up
see
to
me.
it. Oh,
What are you doing here?
I was about to say that I was about to look at it and everything, but I stopped and made an observation.
You hear it pretty clearly to yourself.
Right. Do I notice anybody else?
No one else seems to have reacted yet.
Can I look in that direction then, or how would I go?
Yeah, there's a stone doorway over there.
Hey guys.
It's sort of built into the wall, like right about here. There's a whole bunch of them along the wall, but this one in particular,
Griff,
you hear something.
Sneaky son of a bitch.
Question. Did the prediction have a certain doorway, or he just said, "Don't go to a door"?
I specifically told you, when I was telling you, not to open any stone doors. That's all I said.
I about to go like this, and I stop and look at this door, and then I look to the one that did the fortunes. Like, do you mean that door?
I'm actually
I don't
invisible.
say that
You can't see me. I'm like nowhere in the room.
Yeah, I'm just saying it out loud. I'm thinking you're there. And I just point to that stone door. Like, is that the door?
Yeah. Right there, where the blue square is.
Oh, yeah, I'm talking to the one that did the fortune. Like, I'm pointing to the door. Like, is that the one? Is that it?
If you're waiting for
Thought
me,
that the answer.
I would say I don't know. All I know is
Sorry. No one was saying anything, but Dante, the answer is yes. It is the one that he opened up.
yes.
I hear scratching coming from there.
I have said what I have said.
So, James, why did you open up the door instead?
Of course. I just carefully take a.
Can I ready my gun as he starts going for the door? Just to be.
Sure. James, roll me like strength, body athletics. Door's a little stuck for some reason. That's one success, but it is a 5. It's a tie. All right. You struggle with the door for a little bit, and but you manage to yank it open. And as you yank it open, something jumps out at you.
Bang.
It is small and black and circular, and it tries latching onto your chest. How would you like to avoid an attack?
Swipe it off.
All right, go ahead and give me like an evade then.
Mr.
That's how you want to
Guillermo,
react to it.
can I try to let you shoot it as it starts jumping or no? Does that really make
You know what? Yeah, I'll go ahead and let you go through that first real quick.
Okay. Sorry about that. I made me rude.
It's okay.
So I will be shooting, but I don't have that. But I have bullets.
That you do. Bullets give you an advantage shooting. Think of the turtles.
To be fair, I did call this 2 hours ago. I really have precognition.
So, speed and evasion.
Yes, speed evasion if you're trying to dodge it. And that'll be the result of what happens if Edmund doesn't shoot it properly.
Or ties, by the way.
Right.
Or
And
ties.
if I shoot it, it will be speed and.
Yeah, you have like a pocket pistol, right? That's like
Right.
body speed shooting.
Okay, body speed shooting. Thank you.
At least pretty sure.
No, it's speed, mind, and shooting.
There you go.
But yeah, if you tie with the
You
thing
gotta
that's
have your weapons ready.
on James
Yeah.
Green, it claims James Green as cover, and you'll shoot your
Yeah,
friend.
don't tie because you could shoot James by accident.
Right. And what's the pocket pistol thing? I'm sorry, I forgot to put that.
It's speed, mind, and shooting, and if it hits, the pocket pistol is damage +1.
I'm saying for the bullet. What is the?
Oh, sorry, the ammo die is D4.
Thank
Yes.
you. Again, I'm sorry.
Yeah, none of us have bullet conservation. None of us from a shooting career.
All right, you get hit.
Nice.
How much damage is that? Pocket pistol, I think, is +1, right?
That is a whopping 2 points of damage.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll. It soaks the bullet as it ricochets off of its hardened shell.
Wow, what the hell is that?
And James, it looks like it has successfully latched onto you.
Wait, I thought you did evasion.
Okay, so you roll. It rolled a 6 to hit. James, your highest evasion is a 4.
You could
yeah.
panic and roll a d12.
You could throw yourself into a panic and roll an extra d12 because you are
Okay.
a coward. Yeah, I know the guy who programmed this uses successes, but it's supposed to be. This is a contest, so it's a high number. There we go. That would allow you to dodge it.
All right, excellent. So you instead dodge it, and it lands on the ground, and then it will go ahead and try to hide because it missed its attack.
It's bulletproof and it moves. Oh my god!
All right, it has disappeared from sight, everybody. Rise of Heroes.
What the hell was that?
It's like I couldn't get a good look at it.
It's a
Sorry,
spider.
I just had to think.
Spiders aren't bulletproof.
Yeah, Don.
Maybe he missed.
We heard the thug of the bullet, right? Like hit the spider, or
You definitely hit it head on, straight center mass for the tiny thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
no,
bullet
no,
just
I-
ricocheted the hell off of that.
So I'll say, Edmund, what are you doing for your 2 actions?
so is the door open and can
It
I
is still
see?
wide open.
So from my angle, can I see inside the?
You can't.
room?
There's a corpse there standing up. It looks
Mm.
desiccated and mummified.
Does it
like
look like
a
its
living-
ribcage was crushed by a bulletproof spider?
In fact, it does look like there is a large open wound in the center of its chest where clothing itself has been ripped away, and there are numerous bite marks in the center.
Is
Ah!
it alive, quote unquote, or is it just like hanging?
Retrocognition. I want to see what happened to this guy.
We'll wait until your turn. It's still Edmund's turn.
I didn't know we were in initiative still.
Yeah, we are definitely in initiative right now.
Right. So this
Hold on to
thing-
that roll and remind me of it later. So Edmund, what are you
Yeah.
doing?
Is this thing living, or is it just kind of like leaning on the wall, like?
Do you want to go ahead and focus and observe more of it?
Sure, I would do observation.
All right, go ahead and give me mind observation. You're going to stare at it. Oh, Zechariah rolled initiative. Yeah, go ahead and take a focus. Let's see the result of this observation. Seven. All right, Edmund, you look into the closet and you can see very clearly the wounds on its chest, the binding around its arms, keeping it still behind its back, and the gag over its mouth. But it is very clearly dead. It doesn't look like he's too old either. Like he's maybe like early 20s, maybe even younger. Hard to really say. He's kind of mummified. It looks like he used to be a beaver, but he's definitely not anymore. Instead, he's dead. And of course, underneath him, by his feet, in the darkness, hiding behind it, is a small circular black thing crawling around.
Dang.
All
Or do I
right,
gotta
so
load first? I mean, do I gotta reload first, or? how many bullets
If your
do-
ammo die didn't your ammo die didn't roll a 1. As long as it didn't roll a 1, you still have bullets in your automatic pistol. As soon as
Okay.
it rolls a 1, you're
Yep.
out of bullets.
you rolled a
Gotcha.
2, you still have ammo, and you have focus. You could try to shoot it again if you really want to.
Please and thank you.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. No, I think we need to get out of here because if they can soak 2 points of damage, no questions asked, this is gonna be tough.
You point your gun and try to fire again, and you hear it jam. James, you're the next closest.
I shut the door immediately.
You close the door, locking the thing in there. Combat over.
Wait, there's still one out here that's loose.
No, it ran back in the closet.
Well, it could run back out of the closet.
Yeah. Let's leave this skeleton in the closet, okay?
All right, so Dante, you were immediately using retrocognition.
Yeah,
What'd you get on it?
5 successes.
All right,
It's the
that
same
sounds like
thing
you
as
did it
before.
then.
It's the 3-question thing. See it all in first person.
All right, you see the image of a cow shoving this beaver in while he's still alive and screaming, pulling up this circular thing, putting it to his chest, and then closing the door as screams are muffled by the stone.
All right. Well, again, it's first person, so I'm going to turn in direction where the spirit radio was laying in pieces. What's over there in my past vision?
with the radio, you see several people sitting down on the various benches, watching as they try to arrange the radio into a proper device and receive strange signals back from it, unlike any heard on Earth.
Okay, so that radio has never left this room then. Either that or these two guys literally just did this right now, and this guy's emasculated.
There's way more than 2 people in that part of the vision.
Right, okay. What does the symbol look like?
Which symbol?
The thing that they shoved on his chest.
Oh, it looks like some sort of strange horseshoe crab that is almost entirely spherical, and has over a dozen spindly legs that are hidden underneath the shell. On the bottom part of it is a wide open gaping maw of incissor teeth that latch into things.
Was that what it looked like, the thing that jumped out of the room?
Yes.
Okay, and make sure that wasn't... Because the image was obviously of a spider, so I thought it was a spider.
Yeah, I know. It's about the only equivalent I have.
Alright, and I guess my third question being... were any of those guys the guys that we just killed?
Oh, you mean the ones you just fought? No. There's more than just these.
There's almost a whole organization of brothers, a fraternity, if you will. Oh, and also, both of those guys aren't dead. One of them's just unconscious and under a desk.
Oh, yeah. One of them you broke a neck. The other one is under a box. Yeah.
Actually, I should ask, because the GM can rule it, but I don't think the other guy took enough damage.
Yeah, no, the other guy's probably fine. You haven't really checked.
Well, if you guys are reasonably sure that we're safe from the steel spiders, I'll go ahead and tie them up.
All right, easy enough. I'm gonna go ahead and throw him like over here and
Do
unmark him.
let's frisk him. Do they have any ID?
You frisk him, and in his pants, you in fact find some ID in his wallet. He is named Bob Barron. He is 20 years old. Next to it, you see a Zeta Alpha Phi insignia stuffed inside the wallet as well. A couple of business cards, one for a diner. You know, if you stamp it 5 times, you get a free meal. And other such knickknacks.
Oh wow, in 2020, someone remembers the loyalty card. I grow another gray hair.
How old is Bob?
His ID says he's 20.
Okay.
That would mean he's old enough to drink, except it's Prohibition. So apparently instead, they kill people with steel spiders and stare at murder chats.
20 years old, so he probably wasn't at the college at the same time Jasper was.
I feel bad for killing this other guy, but on the other hand, what the hell is going on here?
Are you sure we should be leaving witnesses though?
I'm gonna.
Were you taking the dead one?
Is the dead one Baron?
The dead one also has ID and a name, but he's dead, so it doesn't matter anymore.
I'm going to throw the dead one in the closet with the corpse.
Okay. So you're gonna open it up and throw it in.
You're gonna open the door again. Your plan of safety is to open the door again.
Oh wait, that's right, there's a steel spider. Never mind. Let's just get him in here.
There are a number of other doors around the room. Would you like to open them?
No. What the hell even is this?
My thoughts exactly.
You of course hear the person you've tied up start to growl a little bit as he kind of like awakens.
I'm gonna put a sack over his head. Sadly, I'm in my gardening outfit, so this is obviously my sack of manure.
It's terrible. Take it off. Pain.
All right. I think we should take some photos and get the hell out of here. What do you guys say?
Oh yes, definitely. There's enough evidence here to take these people.
Sure.
What about this knife? I'm gonna like. Is this knife anything unusual? Like, is it some kind of weird sacrificial knife, or just some kind of stupid trench knife?
It is a stupid trench knife. It is military surplus.
All right. Well, it's got my blood on it, so I'm thinking. Well, wait. This is 1920. I'll leave it here. The best they could do is match my blood type to it.
Yeah, no one's pulling DNA evidence right now.
DNA won't be invented for another or discovered for another 30 for like 50 years.
Yeah.
So, question: how do I get my gun back in working order?
You take a little bit, you clean it out, you pop out one of the casings, and
Yeah,
just
we
reload it.
we don't have time for that right now, so let's get out of here.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take a look at all the papers and.
Just grab
okay.
them. Let's go.
Yeah,
That's what I
Claudia's
meant,
already
grab them.
taken a handful as well, so you could go ahead and take a handful with you and get out.
Let's grab as much as we can and get the hell out of here.
Can I grab the radio?
Yeah, grab it.
Absolutely. It's in pieces, but you can basically fold it up in the cloth and carry it over your shoulder.
Yeah. So we're taking the radio, we're taking the papers. I guess we'll leave the ID. I'm not stealing anybody's money. I don't need to do that.
All right, Edmund, go ahead and write down Spirit Radio, why don't you?
Sure. And can I take a picture of the statue for future?
100%. You can use the flash and everything.
Yes.
Yep. And if any of you have photography and saw the spider, we could get a photo of the spider.
Yeah, I think Zach saw the spider when it jumped out, probably.
Dante, you actually got the clear look at it because of your questions. I should also add a couple more details to the spider things for you. Are you ready?
Yeah, because I see everything in first person.
The first is, it is definitely dripping with vril from its mouth. The second is that on its back, when you see it feed on things, you actually see it start to grow orange flowers on its back.
Oh my god, it's an evil spider that steals vril from bodies. Holy crap.
I think Zach is going to steal the guy's fraternity ring. Might come in handy later.
Yeah, he has it on his hand. He hasn't taken it off or anything, so you can just slip it right off his hand.
Be like,
yeah, and I'm going to relate
to look at the guy and be like, Jasper sends his regards.
And
who are you people?
I take the meal ticket.
And I ask Zach, I take it the fraternity is no, it's we're as much as assholes that they have been when I.
Well, I haven't had much interaction with them previous to this, but now that we know that they're up to something suspicious, I have a reason to investigate them further.
So what's suspicious? There's nothing happening here.
Chest
That's
crushing
underneath his manure bag.
Chest crushing murder spiders are suspicious. I sense something I sense some malfeasance might be occurring here.
If you all just give up right now, I can promise nothing bad's gonna happen to you.
Yeah, I'll take my chances.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Agreed.
Yes, and this meal ticket, does it have the diner's name, address, and all that?
Is Edmund gonna take it?
It does. It is actually near campus.
Edmund's gonna take his.
Yeah, which is weird because it means these guys made a road trip because we're at least an hour away from campus.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Zach, did he look familiar to you? Is he a current student?
I don't think he's somebody that Zach would recognize unless the DM wants to roll something.
Well,
roll me a d4.
But we can look at his student ID. If it's still valid, he's still a student.
Roll a d4.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I'll roll a d4 as well.
Okay, yeah, you recognize him. He's actually in your biology class, the same one that Nicholas East is in. And James, you recognize seeing him as an undergraduate while you were graduating and literally walking out.
So yeah, I saw that face, and just for a second.
You definitely fit him as a
the guy's
student.
shoulder and be like, "Don't worry, I'll tell the professor you'll be missing your next class."
What? What do you mean? I'm not gonna leave you down here.
We'll need the door.
Come on, at least the tie me.
We'll leave the door open and crack when we leave, okay?
No, don't keep that closed. There's monsters out there.
Yeah,
What sort of
monsters
monster?
that you were apparently attaching to innocent bodies.
Yeah, that's the ones I know how to deal with.
What other monsters are there then?
There's like things in armor, have spears that come clanking around. There's little green ones and little pink ones, and I think bigger versions of those things.
And how do you like get them here or whatever? I'm looking at the woman in black. Like, help.
I
I'm talking-
didn't do it. Someone else gave them to me.
I think we should leave and not give this guy any more information than he already has.
Like,
I
come
don't
on,
think
you at
it-
least tell me who you are.
I'm your worst nightmare.
Ah!
Who gave you these orders then? Do you know who, or can you describe here?
Oh,
Oh, Dante's gonna make him forget everything.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Dante can make him forget everything.
one,
Yeah,
two,
how long-
three, four.
How long you been working for this stupid cult?
So Dante, you're making him forget right now?
Well, when everyone's leaving.
Okay, fair enough.
If Dante's even still here.
So Claudia, your question was,
How long have you been in this cult?
it's not a cult. We're an order of brothers in arms, and
But you're murdering
starts with-
people.
for science. It's all just science, man. It's research.
You know, it's the
Yeah, and I'm
1920s,
sure
so
your
that's
subjects were very willing.
It's all right. They weren't going to amount to anything anyway.
Oh my god. Yeah,
Oh,
guys,
yeah,
this
dude.
place is gonna drip with eugenics here in a moment.
And it's like, oh yeah, did you say the same thing about my brother?
Who?
What was the name of your brother?
Wait,
Jasper.
Yeah,
that
we're
voice. You're that Zechariah kid.
What happened to Jack?
I don't know.
Do you know who he is?
Yeah, Zechariah doesn't stop talking about.
Actually, I feel like Zach would be probably pretty guarded with that information.
Can you do observation, see if he's lying or like in his
Yeah,
voice?
sure, absolutely. Do you wanna roll questioning?
I haven't.
Oh, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, go ahead and give me like will questioning.
I just want to see observation, like if he's lying. That's what I have a specialty in observation. Like you see, like stuttering or making any signs that he might be not.
That's what questioning skill is for.
Oh,
Otherwise,
okay.
observation would be OP.
Yeah.
Oh, then I did my character wrong. Lovely. No worries.
Well, you got questioning for being a reporter, right?
I think observation. Let me see.
Yeah, you totally have plenty of questioning.
Yeah, D10.
Yeah, so
James has
see, you're built
success,
right.
and you can tell he's definitely not being honest here.
Okay, you're okay.
And Edmund, yeah, about the same. He clearly knew something before anyone said anything.
I'm gonna
Well-
grab him by the collar.
Can I try and like scare information out of him here?
Yeah.
He's already panicked. He's never recovered. You never left him.
Fair enough. I'll grab him by his collar and slam him against the back of the wall. Speak up, or that spider comes out for a meal.
Oh, I'm sorry. I kind of. What'd you say?
Edmund's basically threatening to sick the spider on him if he doesn't speak up.
You don't even know how to control that thing.
We don't have to. You'll be the only one here.
Look, speak up or we'll throw another desk at you.
Ah, no, not more desks.
Zach's the guy kind of smirking, like, yeah.
All right. I've heard about his brother before. Did people talk about the fraternity? They're like, yeah, we were gonna get him. He's real smart, but no, didn't come back one day. I think he was dead or something.
Do you know who killed him?
Do I? No, of course not.
I think this is.
I already met the guy.
I think this is a dead end.
Might be.
I mean, I really think that he went to go investigate a completely different cult.
Possibly.
Well, we've already got one murder to cover up, so why don't we go ahead and wipe this guy's mind and get out of here? Oh, wait. When we search this guy, does he have the keys to the car?
Wait, what car?
Does he have keys to the hotel room?
Oh, actually, yeah, he totally has a key on him.
Okay.
And it has ZAP imprinted on it.
What's this key open?
Hey, man, I need that to get home later.
What's
Can't
it
get into
open?
Fraternity without that.
Okay, we're not in Fraternity Row. Where are you staying while you're here?
Huh? It's like down here.
I'm gonna buy that story. It's just like, wow, you guys are really creepy.
I mean, like, they said they were going to bring us, like, some more cans because they ran out before where the last guy didn't, like, tell anyone, so we're kind of...
Sounds like frat boys.
Yep.
Alright, I admit the hazing is a little bit much, but, you know, the good guy is...
Is your whole cult a fraternity at the university?
It's not a cult.
So is your group a fraternity at the university?
Yeah, I mean, that's obvious. Where else would it be?
Oh my god.
I think it works the other way around. Is your whole fraternity a cult at the university?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Come on, I've
Wow,
answered
this is-
enough stuff.
This is even more horrible. Why not? All right, let's blank the guy's mind and get the hell out of here.
Sure.
Well, at least untie me. Come on.
Maybe when's the next time someone's supposed to be here?
I don't know.
Okay, here's the plan, guys. I'm sorry, don't do this. Here's the plan, guys. You guys just leave. I will blank his mind. I will go invisible. There will be nobody around.
Aren't you still invisible?
Yes.
Yes.
How long does it last?
Scene? Or until I
Scene.
do something?
Until
Well,
you guys leave this map, honestly.
So
We're
I do-
still in the same scene. Yeah, all right.
Until I do
Well,
something
let's get
obvious, and all I've been doing is mind stuff.
Let's get out of here before he
But I
Before
mean,
he reveals
I would also untie him so he does not know what has happened.
Right. I'll hold the knife handle out in vague space.
Right, I will take it so that I can then
Ah!
plant it on him so he will think that he has done this.
That's even better. All right, let's get out of here.
I heard all that.
You will not remember.
You won't remember any of
I
this.
won't remember. He says
Alright.
as Dante starts to work the magic.
Let's get out of here.
All right, so a lot of you are going out. Are you just like straight up leaving the entire area?
I think we should straight up leave the entire area.
All right, that is 100% fair. I'm going to pop you up here. When you climb all the way back out, on your way out, of course, you pass by the tree and
No. There's another way to leave.
oh, you're going out through this other exit.
Yeah, the way this guy came in.
Okay.
Why wouldn't we do? I want to figure out where this
Because
is.
then I'll have to halt the game there and say we'll continue next time as I figure out exactly what is right there.
I thought you were going to say, well, when you run into the other 20 fraternity members waiting in the other room.
Honestly, this isn't too bad of a moment to stop if you want.
Yeah, well, I want to figure out where this is because this has to be a front for the Tricoga place. I mean, we all want to know where this is.
A great way to do that would be that ritual again.
Yeah, imagine if we're like in the middle of public and just uproots a building.
Or an entire network.
Imagine if an entire 20-story tower just disappeared.
Now we have a complication because I wanted to get the police in here to investigate the other murders. But now we're involved in this. If we call that in, then we'll also reveal the Tricoga people and their murder cult at the same time. And they're well connected. So instead of embarrassing them with a public event of a murder cult, now instead we have a second murder cult in the same place.
Well, no, I remember they're connected. You can't remember. I didn't tell you yet.
Remember, and as I remember again, tell me, or you erased my mind. God damn you, Dante.
Yeah, who knows? We've been on this adventure 3 times. You keep coming up with the same plan. I keep hoping you'll do something different.
The real enemy all along was Dante's split personality, Oliver.
Oh yeah, I'm that DC villain who is actually the best hero.
Yeah. All right, so I'll go ahead and ask. Are you going to go down that corridor and try to see the ways that they get in and out?
I really wanted to see that, yeah.
All right, so I'll go ahead and say that is where we should conclude for today. Because things have gotten more complicated, and I've changed my mind on something.
Well, it happens. You're rolling with the punches.
I do also want to lay out a statement of intent that I don't intend to leave that direction, or even leave down here. Because remember, Mr. Gray is following behind us at some point, and I really am hung up on that hole in the ground.
Oh, so you're going to go back there and do something?
Well, I don't even know I'm going to do something. I'm literally in an existential crisis right now, thinking about the abyss. I've literally stared into the abyss, and it cannot leave my mind. I am all over this, and I do not know what to do.
Dante's in crisis. You're going to just head back up, then.
I would like to say this is definitely a horror adventure.
Yeah, this went really well. So let's go ahead and let's do some quick acknowledgement of where everyone is going. Dante,
Also,
you're heading to the surface.
Our reporter... No, I'm not going to the surface. As I said, I'm not going to the surface. Also, our reporter didn't take a picture of the bone piles.
We just kept on going and kind of got steamrolled.
Oh, we kept stopping. We kept stopping, waiting for you to say something. You didn't take it.
I think you did, actually.
Even your, even Ender here said...
You had plenty of time up top. You can if you want.
Yeah.
There's nothing stopping you.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So the entire group then is heading down that hallway. Got it. Okay.
No, again, I'm not.
Again, Dante's not coming with us.
So so you're just staying in that room then.
They're going down this stone path. I'm heading back towards the cabin with the giant hole in it. Also, with the intent to catch up with Mr. Gray, who is supposed to be getting a rope and coming down here.
He never said he was coming down.
Well, I'm going to catch back up to see the hole, if he's back at that hole or not. And then my intention is to go back to the other, smaller hole, leading into the miles-deep abyss.
So we'll cover that in specific next time then, I think. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the wrap-up. Dante, what is your motto?
I always have a plan.
Excellent. Claudia.
Justice tempered by mercy. I do feel bad about punching that guy in the back of the head.
That you do. You did try to save the other one who got hit with a crate. James.
There's gotta be a logical explanation. There's gotta. But that's why there's gotta.
Edmund.
No matter how much you try to hide your dirty secret, I'll find it out, and I hope you get a good smile for the...
The bones smiled today. And Zechariah.
I won't let the people I love get hurt. Never again.
Excellent. All right. So everyone, go ahead and grab 2 experience a day. 1 for your mottos, another for the debrief we're just about to do. And I'll ask real quick, has anyone actually finished off any goals?
Don't think so.
Yeah,
Nope.
didn't think so. This is 180 degrees from the way I thought things were going. I planned bits of this out ahead of time, thought they were going to happen, and then we weren't going that way, and I thought they were going to keep going where they were heading before. And now we're back on track to where I thought we were originally. So I've been all over the place here. But now I know exactly what's happening.
I did not expect Claudia to bring the entire party with her.
We had nothing else going on.
Right, I thought half the party was going to be doing investigations, and then I had this crazy plan I wanted to try.
The crazy plan worked.
No, I brought the reporters because that makes sense, because they're great at documenting things, not to mention they have talents that are useful in case we run into murderous cultists.
Right, but you had no idea my intent was to go under the ground.
No, but I brought them anyway.
Yeah.
Wanda knew.
So
'Cause
Zach
there-
knocked somebody out with a desk, so yay, I did something.
Well, and we got a bunch of stuff photographed. We got
Yeah.
a lot of evidence gathering. We have all these papers to go through later, too.
Also, you're the only one who could fly to find the glint.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a whole wing of this place you discovered.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. What'd you guys like? What didn't you like? A silence. No.
I liked it. What did I like?
I mean, I'm still boggled by the giant hole in the ground.
Yeah, that
Love
is
the
kind
hole.
of concerning.
Yeah.
It's getting
Yeah.
interesting. I'll give you that.
I like the fact that it has creepy elements, but also enough to understand. Like, okay, we figured out some more information about the Zetas, and they have magical murder steel spiders.
I like that it was just a lucky soak roll, but it was enough to frighten you.
Well, yeah, it would be enough to frighten me. Well, we're not heavy
You don't
hitters.
know. Yeah.
I mean, I'm a good martial artist, but we're not heavy hitters. You guys have some psychokinesis, which we can use, but we can't rely on. And none of us carry big weapons. Like, none of us are carrying like magnums or service. Well, I have a service pistol, but I can't shoot for shit. So,
I might be able to use it.
yeah. Plus, cultists are pretty tough. I forgot how tough cultists are because they've got monster and frenzy and panic, which means they are pretty rough customers.
Yeah, they were able to survive for quite a long while, but they also were not really getting a lot of good chances to hit you, really.
Well,
And that was like 1 in like 6, I think. So
the urban jungle is very much written to be in the vein of the occult horror novels of the time. So the occultists are dangerous, especially if you're frightened, because monstrous soak gives them the bonus when you're frightened.
right. If you weren't up front fighting them, everyone else would probably be quite a bit more in danger than they were.
Right. Well, and also, 2 of them were tough, but 6 of them. The cultists in the book are assumed to be insane fanatics who are willing to do nasty things. That's why they're monstrous and frenzy. So they're no strangers to pain or violence.
Exactly.
So, it's a formidable organization. The most formidable we've seen since Seekovic, because I'm pretty sure Osborne just has a bunch of. Well, Osborne works with criminals. Seekovic works with wizards. The Zetas are out and out cultists.
Seekovic works as like straight up ex-soldiers.
Yeah, we got like the skulls right now.
Yeah, it's a dangerous town, but
like I said, I was hoping I could have compelled them to making them believe that we were with the university, so they would just spilled everything and helped us out.
That's an interesting idea.
I mean, it's the way I was trying to go with Seekovic's people, and then Seekovic turned out to be very good at the mystical arts himself.
Yeah, I mean, at least one hypnocult. I mean, because a hypnocult makes sense, because you just do it to other people.
That's why I hate Piat.
Yeah. So, no, I mean, I'm a little biased because the rules are designed to make certain styles. It's supposed to try and make a kind of pulp era 1920s type thing come to life, and I feel like it is. So I'm having a blast.
Yeah, you got a chance to be very nice and heroic. I really liked it. You're the hero for the party right here, or at least the punchy hero is what I mean.
We're all heroes.
And when the prediction went out, I was like, you guys are definitely going to crush this. So I'm just going to say it outright.
I was impressed how well you rolled with that. That's one of those things, like speaking as an old school gamer, there's a lot of like older games, especially the weirder ones off the beaten path, like Rollmaster or GURPS, that would have like precognition, the ability to read the future. But they would kind of give you some vague advice about it, and so it was usually just worded as the GM could use this as an excuse to introduce elements. But it was usually very vague and thus very difficult to work into play. And you could run into game masters who don't want to limit themselves or take an adversarial approach to gaming. And thus these powers were basically useless because they wouldn't tell you anything that was interesting, and they wouldn't quite work. So the fact that you worked that in there and got that to work, in a way that we could sense and felt visceral, I thought that was really cool because I felt like that's
I love
something a
working
lot of
with
GMs
it, even if it puts me like on the spot, because I still have to predict how stuff will go down. But usually, part of when I write this stuff down is I predict this is probably what's going to happen in the first place. So at least I'm prepared for that.
Every time we come across a mystery item or everything now, I'm trying to use retrocognition. It's like, what the hell is this thing about? Well, let me just take a look back in the past and see what it was used for.
Yeah, and in fact, I'm enjoying the fact that, you can see what, but it doesn't necessarily tell us everything, which is what I like about it. It tells us, oh yeah, you see some guy using this as a doohickey. It's like, oh yeah, okay, that story checks out.
Yeah, because since I'm seeing everything in first-person view, it's up to my interpretation of things, and we all have seen many times my interpretation of things is wacky and off most of the time.
Oh, truly it is.
Yeah, but that's what I'm enjoying about it is because, like, I'm fond of saying stuff should work, and so I'm glad that the weirdo supernatural powers that we have are making a positive difference. And I don't feel like they're just a panacea to solve all of our problems. I feel like they're helping with our problems.
Mm-hmm.
I do like that the best problem solving out of it all, though, is of course throwing crates at people.
And desks.
Yes.
And desks.
Oh yes.
And mini bars.
Well, didn't he take you have a bonus in Poltergeist, right?
I do, yeah, I have Abjure Arcana.
Yeah, you're a professional psychokinetic. I mean, you've seen what Dante does? Dante's an amateur psychokinetic. This guy's a professional psychokinetic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I definitely love all the professional, I'm good at doing this kind of spell kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely characterizes you when you want to do that stuff. Mm-hmm. Of course, then if you just end up getting everything, it's just like, I am master magician now.
Well, but see, even if you get, by the time we get everything, that's going to be 7, 8, 10 upgrades later. To get good at everything because it's designed that way. I mean, by then I'll have so much boxing and athletics, I'll be a deathmonger. Mm-hmm. But the key point, of course, is the power die, because the power die you can only roll it about 10 times before it burns out. Mm-hmm. And there's only one recharge in the game that lets you recharge it, which means you can roll another 10 times before it burns out. So, and the more powerful stuff is rerolls. So the more powerful stuff you do with it, the faster you burn it out. And I find that is working. I mean, Dante, you can give some more insight about it because you're the one who actually burns through it a lot. But I'm feeling that's working very well.
I like the interconnectedness of to get the higher results, you roll more, but the roll more is more risk. It's a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, it means you don't know if it's going to go down.
Yeah, no, I used most of my shit in the very beginning, which is why I went from D6, D4, Reckoning, and then, thank God, didn't roll another one.
I've been very lucky with my power die not dwindling thus far.
Yeah, but eventually...
you have only a very,
But eventually you are going to want the Reckoning.
So oddly enough, despite Dante holding back, I think.
Yeah, sometimes I get into a groove, it's like, I'm going to use all my magic today. And then for the next 5 sessions, I'm not going to do anything. I mean, when I get on stage...
You have, high burst periods,
Yeah, because, when I get on stage, it's all deceit and presence and everything. But when I'm out and about, oh god, my life's at risk. Well, better throw everything out. I'm going to be invisible, I'm going to see through walls in the dark, no one's going to hide from me. I'm going to mesmerize everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and as I'm fond of pointing out, the game was deliberately designed that way because if it's people will hoard spells until they really need them, which makes sense. You should be using power when you need it, and that can cause a problem because the GM's not ready for that. Or a player will want to use magic as much as possible, so they'll optimize their character to use as much magic as possible. And those are two sensible things that a player would do. Mm-hmm. And so we spent a lot of time thinking about how can we make this, work as smoothly as possible. And I really think that the die plus the reroll system is working at the correct balance. So because Dante has the right idea of he knows his magic could go away, but he doesn't, for sure. So save it, and then when you need it, use it.
Well, I mean, I'm also coming at it from a perspective of if people think that I'm really... if I really have magic, then my stage magician act is just going to crash and burn, and there's going to be serious real-world implications and questions coming after me. So it behooves me to make people think that I'm just a trickster, a charlatan that's pulling fast ones on them.
An illusionist.
Yeah. It helps my case, so that when I do something really weird, they're trying to figure out, well, what's the trick? I know he does shit with mirrors all the time. So what's he doing now?
Well,
Yeah, that's some extra trickery to try to work out.
Yeah, James is probably like that.
Yeah, I'm literally your antithesis there, James, is what I am. Is that I'm...
It's like, I'm not sure what James thinks of what he's seen Zek do, either.
He's probably just... I think maybe he turned his head at the wrong time.
Poor James, just literally shocked out of his mind.
Well, James needs to come to one of my shows is what needs to happen. When I go back to rehearsal on Friday, you need to be able to see me because mine is all literally shenanigans. Mine is literally the shit you're supposed to be around debunking.
Well, you're not the problem. The ones who's like, oh no, I can contact the dead and tell them how they're feeling for $500. Those are the people.
Literally a power I have now. Real talk for a moment though. The steel horseshoe crab thing. You guys remember how it can grow the flower shit on its back, and it feeds on blood or whatever, and it apparently gets bigger when it feeds. Remind you that the forest was filled with flowers, and we have a couple of mile deep pit underneath us, and these things grow when they feed, and what happens if one has been around here since, I don't know, beginning of time, whatever. It's apparently growing this real field of flowers in a forest-sized area, and it's crawling along.
That's not a very comforting thought.
No, it's not. And again, it's why I'm not going to leave this area, because I can't get over the abyss. The abyss it's apparently containing... You're afraid of the tiny, chest-sized horseshoe crab thing. I was pissing my pants about the void-sized one.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be fun.
Well, I mean, there's no reasonable way to deal with it, is the problem.
Alright then. Any closing words anyone wants to make?
Wait. I got one way to deal with it, but it's going to require a 30 success ritual.
Yes, if you destroy the world, you'll destroy it too.
It's the only way to be sure.
You have to ask at what cost.
It's the only way to be sure. I've already done the math. I'm well ahead of the curve on this one.
I'm glad you guys noticed that. We put that in there in case someone asked. Anything less than level 30 is less than destroying the earth.
Oh, I'm not kidding though. I've done the math. I've shown it to Griff before as a joke when I was talking to Zamek, because he was our ritual guy in the very beginning.
Well, you still have to satisfy the credentials of a ritual.
Yeah, I know. The lining up of the solar alignment, sacrificing a bunch of stuff. I think that's the easier part. There's multiple cults. There's multiple cults out there that I can easily. Who was the guy I was telling you about before, Griff? The Emperor of California, the Emperor of the United States, the guy from California. I could be wandering around compelling people with long-term suggestions in my daily life, getting these things to happen. Not that hard.
And once again, that's the way the game is kind of designed, that the horror should be built into the rules. It's like, oh, well, you destroy the earth, I need all this. Okay, I'll go out and do this. Meanwhile, we go look this up. Why is someone doing this? Hey, I read in this book, it's a ritual to destroy the world.
I can just see, like, that's Dante's final performance. For my next trick, the earth shall vanish.
The greatest trick.
Now wait exactly 24 hours while I go through this long ritual.
Yep, I'm having fun.
All right. Well, I'm glad to hear you're having fun. Hope everyone's having fun, and I'm really happy with how this went. All right, don't forget your 2 XP, and thanks again, everybody, for coming. Thanks for playing,
Yep. Thanks for game.
and
Okay,
we'll
bye.
catch you next time.
Alrighty.
All right.